right, you all, we have a lot of random things to talk about, but I need to get you caught up. So let's get right into it. So first and foremost, you all know that I've given up purchasing perfumes and I've given up purchasing sneakers and eating dairy and eating added sugar for Lent. Not a religious thing, a self-control thing, and I am dying. But I did find a little bit of a hack for the perfume thing, and that is requesting free samples. So just recently, Creed, if you could see that on the label there, Creed came out with a brand new fragrance, and so they've been sending out samples to everybody. There's another brand that I requested a free sample from as well, and that hasn't come in yet, but I thought I'd share with you this new fragrance from Creed because I am excited to see what it smells like. I have a long checklist of fragrances that I want to smell, and this was one of them, and I was so happy that this was offered. All right, so the fragrance is this beautiful Eladaria. It's a rose fragrance. It says House of Creed introduces Eladaria, the new floral masterpiece. A burst of mandarin awakens the senses, unfolding into an enchanted trio of roses, and I love roses. Anchored by the warmth of cashmere wood, this gleaming and velvety fragrance lingers with a soft, sensual embrace. Sounds like a date night kind of a thing. This is how it comes. It's in the Creed packaging. And I love that it's this, this kind of paper that'll soak in the fragrance. So I'm going to go ahead and use this as my tester strip. I'm excited. I didn't have to buy anything. All right. Oh my goodness. This is lovely. Creed, take my money. That is nice. So what's interesting about this is that it reminds me of several different fragrances all at once. This reminds me of Aaron's Rose de Grace. Then it also reminds me a bit of Donna Karan Cashmere and there's a citrusy element to it that's unique. I know it's citrus, but in the sweetness, but I don't have a fragrance that has this particular citrus smell. So it's a mix of some things that I've already smelled before, but not all at once. So, would I buy a full bottle if I didn't have those others that I could blend? I don't have Donna Karan Cashmere, but if I didn't have Aaron Rose de Grace, I'd probably be pining over this one. Like, I need this one yesterday. But this one smells too much like that for me to get a full bottle. And I'm pretty sure this is close to $400 for a bottle. And for me to get a replica of something else, something that I already have. But it is beautiful. Get your nose on this one. It's beautiful. But for me, because what I already have in my collection, I don't think it's worth the spend. Staying on the topic of beauty items, Paula's Choice had a big sale not too long ago, and I ended up making a purchase. I was reminded that's what I use. I use Paula's Choice. I've been on a skincare journey since, it's been, at this point, probably about 5 years. I cleared my skin amazingly during the pandemic because all I had was time, and I haven't been able to get back to that point ever since. I fall off all the time. And Paula's Choice became a part of my routine at that time. And I was reminded that I needed to re-up it, and so when I took a look, they were having a sale. The product that I use all the time is like this retinol something or other that they have, and I was watching these dermatologists on YouTube that I really enjoy who told me about that Botox in a bottle serum that I use that has been clearing up the lines on my forehead. They said that this is a new product that's just a more powerful version of the retinol that I had been using before. So hopefully my skin doesn't get irritated by this, but because I'm not diligent about my skincare, I'm thinking maybe using something a little bit more potent may get me back to where I was. So I picked this one up. And then the other thing that I always use is this liquid exfoliant. I don't use physical exfoliants anymore because they actually create micro tears in your skin and it makes your situation worse. So I've been using either liquid or gel exfoliants ever since I learned that, and it's made a world of difference on my skin. I believe, I can't remember if what I purchased and what came free, but I feel like the rest of these things came free or a really good deal because they're really trying to get people to try new products. But I got this perfectly balanced foaming cleanser here. It looks like it burst in transit somehow, just a little bit. But this is labeled as your #1 item to use when you're starting with your skincare. So wash your face first. But this apparently is really good for the face, like really sensitive, not really. For sensitive skin, I don't necessarily have sensitive skin, but I do use gentle things to wash my face. I found that that's a better approach than using something harsh, then putting all the products and stuff that I do afterwards. I find that my skin reacts worse to the things afterwards. So this one isn't, it seems like a gentle cleanser. I thought I'd go ahead and try this one. This one was recommended by those dermatologists that I like. And these two I know for sure were free. They were talking about this niacinamide, how it's really good for your skin, but they said above 5%, they're not sure how effective it is, like how more effective, like your skin can take up to 5% and have a positive reaction. But anything over that, they think is probably wasted product. But they don't go any lower than I think 20%. So anyway, this came as a free product. And then the other thing that came as a free product was this moisturizer. I am almost at the end of my Aveda moisturizer that I've been using for the longest, and I thought it would be a good idea to try something new. This is something I can put on when I wake up in the morning, along with my vitamin C serum, my Ava's Naturals vitamin C serum. I'm still going to go to Aveda. They're having a big sale right now, so I'm going to talk about that later, what I get. But they're having 25% off site-wide, and I do need to get more moisturizer, more gel, more oil, like just different things. So this is the time to do that, and then also collect my bonus points. Keeping with things that are not fashion, I did get something I wanted to tell you about, a place that I discovered, and it's called Martie.com, MARTIE.com. And I just discovered this place because I told you I gave up chocolate, sugar and dairy and all that stuff. So when I did this before, when I gave this stuff up before, I just basically stockpiled all the things that I wanted to eat and was not able to eat, so that the day that I got back to eating the stuff, I just had it ready and on hand, and I've started doing that. And Martie.com had a lot of nice, cute little treats, and I'm like, okay, let me try this place out, and it's discounted. So if you have the time, they have like unique finds, things that are, international, things that you normally can't get in a store, healthy things, a lot of vegan and vegetarian options, beauty products. They had a lot of different things. And so I decided to pick up this candle, and it's safe for pets kind of a thing. And they also donate to animal cruelty or something like that. But this one is a coconut soy candle, wax candle, and its fragrance is like no additive, no dyes, no BS is what it says. So anyway, this is the candle, and it comes like this. Isn't it cute? It has the little doggies printed on the metal tin, and and it has a wooden wick, which usually has a very beautiful sound when it crackles and everything. It has a beautiful sound when it burns. So I wanted to tell you about Martie.com. I'm not gatekeeping or anything like that. I dropped this and dented it. I'm sad. But I'm just not gatekeeping. In addition to Martie.com, I usually go to nuts.com on a regular, like maybe a couple times a year, and I stock up on things that I like to snack on throughout the year. And I did a run at nuts.com on the sweets and the snacks that I like. And if you're interested in getting 20% off, I do have a link below that you can check out. But nuts.com, I'm going to share all that stuff with y'all later though. I'm going to go ham. I'm going to hurt myself when I do start eating the stuff. Pivoting to fashion, I went to Poshmark and picked up a Free People dress. As you know, I think I'm like obsessed. This is a Free People cardigan too. I'm obsessed with Free People, but I am not obsessed with the Free People pricing. So I usually go and buy it, either pre-loved or never used, but brand new from someone else on Poshmark and Mercari and stuff like that. So I picked up a dress, and my husband said, "You ain't never gonna wear that. When you gonna wear that?" So I don't know. We'll see. But I thought it was cute. I didn't look at that. It's red and black, but it's not like it looks more vibrant on screen than it is in person. It's almost like a faded, washed out red here in person. So I think that is not challenging to wear when I look at it in person. But I thought that was really, really cute. Look at it. I'm gonna bring it up. This is not embroidery or applique is painted on, and then this is really pretty here. It's open, and then it's also smocked, so it's a tighter fit at the bodice, and that's pretty much it. The thing that I didn't pay attention to on the site when I bought it is that it's missing the pull for the zipper. So I put so that I could try it on at least, I put a paper clip in here. So I am going to have to buy a pull to put on here, which is easy to get. You get the pull, you put it on with pliers, pretty simple. But I think it's worth it because I had money in my account to spend, which now I don't have anything left, but had money in my account to spend, and I decided to spend it on this dress. I love little cutesy, flouncy little things like this. Sticking with fashion, I picked up a pair of shoes, my very first pair of shoes from Tamara Mellon. They got popular, maybe about 10 years ago or so, where they had the nude shoes. It was like partially nude leather color plus some clear straps, and it just looked like you had no shoes on. It was barely there. It became super popular. All of the it girls and the celebrities all wore these shoes, and I wanted them at the time because I wore heels like every day to work at that time. I wanted them, but I just didn't want to pay that price. They were stupid expensive, trust me when I say that. However, they seasonally will change out all of their shoes, and right now they're going through that process, and so they kind of try as best as they can to get rid of as much inventory as possible. And I think whatever's left, they probably just give, sell it to wholesalers and bulk places and stuff like that. Anyway, that all being said, I did pick up a pair of shoes from Tamara Mellon, and I will on one side or the other show you close-ups of it. But this box is fancy, isn't it? It's like a leather, it's not really leather, but I mean it's like a leather, feels like leather box. Let's open this together. It comes with a TM dust bag and obviously tissue paper. And I opened it before just to kind of make sure that the right shoe was in the box before I showed it to you. But this is the shoe. And I know you're probably going to look at me because of what I just said, but like, they are heels, but they're like a kitten heel. Very, very easy, in my head, very easy to wear a kitten heel. So let's stop acting brand new and take all the stickers and plastic off and take a look at this. And hopefully I'm showing on one side or the other what this looks like. What surprised me is the leather. I didn't know from the picture, it didn't look like patent leather. It looked like just a regular matte leather. So I'm not sure if I got the wrong shoe or if it's intended to be this way. This shoe, the original price is $595, and I ended up getting these for, I feel like $58 and some change. So about 90% off. The leather reminds me of like this. I used to have these beautiful Cole Haan shoes that look similar to that was this color, but the leather is the same. Very supple, beautiful, delicious leather. They are known for being super, super comfortable. There's a lot of padding in the footbed. There's a lot of padding. Some of them even have like a pillow, a literal pillow that you can see in the shoe. And this isn't necessarily a pillow, but you can see how padded these are. So they were known for, obviously accentuating the female foot. This is very sleek, a very sleek and pretty shoe, but also being comfortable and very kind to the woman's foot as well. So I'm super excited to have these, and at, of course, a fraction of the price, never worn, of course. I'm happy to have these in my collection. I think that's a steal. The next item is a pair of shoes from Veronica Beard. We doing luxury today, aren't we? Veronica Beard is kind of luxury-ish. It can get pretty expensive. These particular shoes that I picked up were originally $350, and I got them for $59. And let's open it together. I did take a peek just to make sure that I got the right shoes before I'm showing them to you. But all right, it comes with a little bit of a information card about Veronica Beard. It's in 2 languages here, talking about the shoe itself, the process by which they make them, etc. It comes with a dust bag. These shoes are fancy with the dust bags, aren't they? And here is the shoe. Now, no judgment. We listen, but we don't judge. And here we go. I think you're going to judge me anyway. Even though I just said that, you're going to judge me anyway. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. These are gold leather tassel loafers. And you know I have a penchant for loafers. I have quite a few pairs. If you didn't know, I probably should do a video on my loafer collection alone. You will be surprised. Man, they put a lot of stuff in here. You will be surprised how many loafers I actually own. But look, would you look at it? Would you look at it? I'm going to probably have these on my feet tomorrow. I don't know. These are, oh, in this leather. Oh my goodness. Oh, that leather is good. Well, it does make me nervous that it's that pliable, because this is almost like this is basically like a painted on kind of a gold color, and if it's that pliable, I feel like over time the gold color may wear because of how supple this is. But this is going to be so comfy. I gotta put this on my foot. I have not tried on either shoe, so we need to see. These are a little big, but I think I'm okay with it. Yeah. Yes, I haven't tried on either shoe. Let's try on the Tamara Melon. Uh-oh. I probably should have tried these on. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I got on this sock, but it's good. And it's gonna be sexy. Oh, I got the perfect dress in mind for this one. You all have seen me try this dress on before. It's in my I think it's a sundress video that I did. Yes. And finally, the next thing I want to share with you is a gift that I received from the Chicago Red Stars, which is a National Women's Soccer League team here in Chicago. I've mentioned to you before in the past that I am the Director of Operations for Surround Sound and Fashion. And last year, we had the opportunity to partner with the Chicago Red Stars and have them as a part of our fashion show. And this year, we're working on some projects again together. And as a thank you for that partnership and collaboration, they did send me a gift, which was very, very generous and very kind of them to do. So they gave me a little cute little card, obviously addressed to me with the Red Stars on there. And they have a little button here. It says support women's sports. So if you're not already supporting women's sports in your town, whether that be basketball, soccer, or whatever, go ahead and start. And then lastly, the pièce de résistance is this jacket. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how much I love these jackets. I think you do, because you saw me haul two of them before in the past. One was an Allen Iverson one, and another one says rock stars on it because rocky. And I'm excited about this. I'm probably gonna wear this ASAP. Look at this jacket. Oh my, and you know blue is my favorite color. We talked about this before. Blue is my favorite color. And it says, oh my gosh, it says with the stars here on the back. That's so cute. So if you're watching, a quick thank you again for this gift. Very generous, and I'm going to be rocking it ASAP. All right, everyone, that was a little bit of everything. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Come on back, because we got a lot more to talk about. There's more to come. And then I'm super excited about breaking this fast, y'all. I'm going absolutely bonkers not being able to eat sweets. Bonkers! Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. Hit the like button. Bye!
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl from Chicago.